How's everybody doing? I want to continue with what I call the damage series. And I can do these videos and break them down section by section for a long time. That's how much damage was done. And it was done in the formative years of compulsory mandated education. What's needed is instructional services, teaching and training. Because this is very simple. It took me years to learn what I'm talking about. And people look at it as minuscule. But try building a house without a foundation. That's what's been done to people. They've been put through a system of education and they were never given the proper foundation to move from people to human beings. That's what we are witnessing. The culmination of an inferior education. Now, if you want to argue that, before you open your mouth, I want you to spend 8 hours just moving around where you live and just remove yourself from society and observe. Because most went through the educational system. Okay? And if you don't understand what I just said after you take those 8 hours, call me. 725-200-8342. Because you yourself need some additional teaching and training. Okay? And as the young people say today, no cap. Now, when you look at this system, you will see that it did very little in the people that attended the system's best interest. Because when most people leave high school, they don't even know how to think for themselves. We have consistently regurgitated and parroted what we learned in school, what we heard in church, what we heard at home. I used to joke with people and I'd tell them, really when they pissed me off, I'm like, man, you ain't had an original thought since you came out your mother's womb. And I was really being serious because that's how bad it is. And people are seeing how bad it is because the dumbing down has continued generation to generation. Just been dumbing people down. Nobody really ever went to look at defining what a human being was, what a human being did, and the human characteristics. Go do it. Just like the English language carries no full definition for a man or a woman. And we constantly call children in grown bodies men and women. It's very few of each. If everybody that says they're a man or a woman were actually a man and a woman, this craziness wouldn't be going on. And you got to look high and low to find the definition. So, what I'm saying is, when you actually think about the basic fundamentals of life, that should be the curriculum of schools, because we'd have better people. But what they did was flip the script and trick people out of their positions by making everybody a captive of the capitalistic system. Just think about it. Now, when you start looking at what was taught in school in terms of economics and what economics actually is when you get out, it's night and day. Go sit and listen to somebody who says they know financial literacy. Go listen to them teach it. Everybody has not really understood we've lived in a system that has never solved anything. How would we know what a solution looks like? Because the problems have just grown. I had a mentor in Birmingham. He used to say, "Oh, it's a hump in the rug." Like, what you mean? Well, every problem, they done pulled up the rug and swept it under the rug. And right now, it's a big hump in the rug. No cap. Nobody knows where to start. I'm going to give you a little secret. Michael Jackson said, man and woman, in the mirror. Go listen to the song. That's where you start. Nobody picked up on that. In our lessons of self, it gets deep. And if you read books or you got a book club, read The Community of Self by Dr. Naeem Akbar. You will learn so much about you that you didn't know because we've been improperly educated. Let that marinate. If you want to reach out to me, 725-200-8342. Let's talk. Peace, light, and love.